So a lot of people have talked about how Sony doesn't really have a ton coming out in 2021, but that is a smart strategy. Somebody said that I would probably make a headline along those lines, and it actually is a smart strategy. So let me explain why. But before I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when I go live. Uh, yeah, so basically, Sony doesn't need to do anything in 2021. Third-party titles are going to more than support the system for the remainder of 2021, and PlayStation 5 consoles still cannot sell themselves fast enough. Everybody is trying to get a PlayStation 5, and basically, uh, they're selling all their inventory, which is their goal for the console. But then, if you also look at the strategy for 2022, we know they're manufacturing more consoles for 2022, and they already have a pretty solid lineup, especially now that they've delayed a lot of their games. So, Horizon Forbidden West, that was coming out. That one's coming out in February now. Obviously, really anticipated. Aloy and whatever's going to happen with her on in this game is going to be interesting for the audience, and fans are really, really hyped for the game, regardless of its delay to February. And also, giving developers a little bit more time to work on something is totally fine, especially when you are a market leader and able to just sort of rest on your laurels, so to speak, for a little while you try and make more consoles for people to buy. God of War Ragnarok, that is the other one that a lot of people are excited for. If I had to guess, I would guess that that game is going to hit in the fall, just off the top of my head. I don't know what else they have up their sleeve, but if they delayed it already and they don't have anything else major slated for fall, then God of War would be a great game to hit there. I could also see it hitting in summer, but I'll put my guess in the fall if I only have to pick one place. But yeah, God of War Ragnarok, another game. I love God of War. That game's going to sell like crazy. Then we also have Forspoken. We believe that Forspoken is coming out in 2022, or at least that's what Google told me. So Forspoken sometime in 2022. I don't know the exact date, but another game that deals with speed, deals with traversal. They recently did a piece of analysis showing how they're going to utilize, fancy I think it was Fidelity FX technology to make that game run better. And then there's Sifu. Sifu, I believe, just got a confirmation date, but that is in 2022. It's like a fighting game that a lot of people have been excited for. Ghostwire Tokyo, yes, I know, but I realize it's published by Microsoft, but Ghostwire Tokyo is going to be PlayStation exclusive when it launches, and that should launch in 2022, which I believe ends any of those sort of awkward Xbox made them, but they're publishing on the PlayStation platform type games. Not that that's particularly a problem. Like, we got MLB The Show publishing on Xbox, which I think is totally fine. It's actually good that the companies are working together. And then one other title, Stray, also confirmed for 2022. It's a game about a cat. I don't know anything about Stray, but I just wanted to include it in the list because I do believe it is an exclusive. And I'm pretty sure Sifu is also a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but that one I'm a little hazy on. So rumors, stuff that could come out in 2022, or at least I think are fairly likely for a 2022 window. I would guess Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 has been repeatedly delayed. At this point, I would say 2022 would be a great window for them. Kind of let Forza have its heyday, and then PlayStation has their answer for racing fans. And Gran Turismo 7 is going to be cross-platform. A lot of these games will be released on multiple SKUs. So Gran Turismo 7, I would put in 2022 if I had to guess. No confirmation on that. What else do I got here? There's the rumored Last of Us remaster. I think that would be a game, maybe the director's cut or whatever they're calling this line of games that they're re-releasing. But a Last of Us remaster could come out in 2022 also, based on just what we've heard. It seems far enough along that they could announce that for next year, and it would probably go over really well. It would be a good supplemental announcement during their E3 reveal or their summer state of play. I don't even know if they're going to do E3 anymore. I don't know what's going on with Sony with their announcements. They're kind of just playing their own announcement game right now. They've been pretty quiet for a while. I would love to get a Sony conference here in 2021, actually, just to know what is going on. What else do I have here? Oh, Final Fantasy 16. So Final Fantasy 16, we don't have a date for it. They've shown a few trailers. I think that would be one that could launch late 2022, and it would go over incredibly well. I know that's one that I would be excited for. Most of the games that I'm mentioning, I'm actually really stoked for. So I'd be really excited to play any of these in 2022 and beyond. Some other titles that there's no confirmation, whatever, like Norman Reedus just a few days ago said that Death Stranding 2 will probably happen. So if there is a Death Stranding 2, the odds of it launching in 2022 are pretty far-fetched. But I just want to throw it on the list because it is sort of in the headlines right now. And, Norman, a lot of people have a soft spot in their heart for Death Stranding. For me, all I ever heard about Death Stranding was negativity. Like when it launched, it was very divisive. It was like 50-50 on whether or not people liked it. But then, you look today and apparently the game got a lot more praise than I realized. And yeah, so fans love Death Stranding. People who enjoyed that game adore it, and it's getting the director's cut soon. So the fact that there's going to be a sequel seems sort of like a no-brainer. Could there be a new Spider-Man? Maybe there's going to be a new Spider-Man in the following years. And, any Spider-Man game from Insomniac is just going to sell like gangbusters. Then when you look on the Xbox side of things, they have games coming 2022. Probably the biggest on everybody's mind is going to be Starfield. But looking into it, there's some stuff that maybe doesn't have a date, but is 2022. So we know Starfield's 2022. We believe Redfall is 2022. I'm pretty sure that's accurate, actually. Ark 2, Slime Rancher 2, Warhammer 4K Darktide, Eiyuden Chronicles, and Stalker 2. So the big ones are Stalker 2, Starfield, and Redfall. And then the other ones that I mentioned, they're also going to be quite large, but probably not what people think is traditional mega hits. And a note on Stalker 2. Stalker 2 is sort of like a timed window thing. I think it's like 3 months. It's a very short period of time. It's not tremendously long, but the fact that it will only be on the Xbox ecosystem and the Windows ecosystem, and it's on Game Pass, is going to do a lot of good for them. So we know a few things for Xbox, but honestly, Sony's lineup in 2022 is looking really, really solid, and we have yet to hear what Xbox's plans are for the following year after 2021. So I will say this about Xbox. Xbox has lined up a really, really great stable of releases into early 2022, and then it gets sort of a little hazy in the middle months. Yeah, so really excited about where 2022 is going to be. And actually, real quick, let me look something up. Yeah, there's some cross-platform things like Elden Ring is going to be huge. What else do I have on here? Saints Row is slated for 2022. Plague Tale Requiem, Destiny 2 Witch Queen in early 2022. Test Drive Unlimited. Gotham Knights was delayed to 2022. Hogwarts Legacy. Marvel Midnight Suns, that one's March. That's one I'm really excited for. What else we got? Replaced Xbox game. That one looks really, really cool. Somerville, Xbox. Suicide Squad. Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Callisto Protocol. Maybe a new Zelda. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Avatar and Pragmata all slated for 2022. Who knows if those end up launching that year, but still that just gives us a lot to look forward to next year. Next year is going to be nuts. The games I was talking about were just first party. When you add the third party into that, you're just going to have something to play no matter what box you play on, honestly. So it's looking like a good year. What do you think about 2022? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these sort of videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. And if you want to become a member, memberships are turned on. Thank you to everybody who's become a member so far. I appreciate the support. And that's it for this video. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.